Good morning, children. In previous class, we had learnt about the acid-base indicators and their types. In today's class, we will learn the chemical properties of acids, how they react with metals, bases, metal oxides, metal carbonates, and metal bicarbonates. Okay, let us see one by one chemical properties of acids. See here, first we will see the reaction with metals, how acid reacts with metal. Metal, it reacts with acid to form salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, whenever acid reacts with the metal, it forms salt, along with this hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, children, remember the activity we had seen in first chapter, that is reaction between the zinc granules and the dilute dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, when zinc granule is allowed to react with the dilute hydrochloric acid, hydrogen gas is released. This release of hydrogen gas is checked by bringing that matchstick near to the hole. Okay, at that time we observed pop sound. So this pop sound indicates the presence release of hydrogen gas when acids reacts with the metals. So remember, children, whenever acid reacts with the metals, they forms salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, if you take any metal, whenever metal reacts with acid, always they form salt and hydrogen gas. Let us see examples for this. Zinc metal when reacts with the sulfuric acid. Okay, when zinc metal reacts with the sulfuric acid, it forms zinc sulfate, and along with this zinc sulfate, it is a salt. Along with this zinc sulfate, it releases hydrogen gas. Okay, it is a gas. So see here, this is magnesium metal. This metal reacts with hydrochloric acid. HCl is the chemical formula of hydrochloric acid. It reacts with hydrochloric acid and it forms magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas. This magnesium chloride is, again, it is a salt. Again, see here one more example. Zinc metal reacts with acetic acid. This is the chemical formula of acetic acid. When zinc metal reacts with the acetic acid, it forms zinc acetate. Zinc acetate. This portion is known as acetate. Okay, zinc acetate is formed. It is a salt. Along with this formation of salt, here hydrogen gas is released. So children, you should remember this general equation for the reaction between acids and metals. Okay, whenever metal reacts with acid, it forms salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, so it's very important. So remember this general equation. Children, let us see next chemical property of acids. These acids, they react with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonate. This metal hydrogen carbonate is also known as metal bicarbonates. Metal bicarbonates. So let us see reaction with the metal carbonate first. This acid reacts with the metal carbonate. Okay, acid reacts with the metal carbonate and it forms salt, carbon dioxide gas and water. Okay, here three products are formed, but in previous class we have observed only two products. So here two products are formed, salt and hydrogen gas is released. But what happens when acid reacts with the carbonates? It may be metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate. Here carbon dioxide gas is released. But when metal reacts with acid, or when acid reacts with the only metal, hydrogen gas is released. Here see the difference. Here salt is common in both the cases, but the gas released is different. When acid reacts with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonate, it releases carbon dioxide gas along with salt, and also it forms water. But in case of when acid reacts with the metals, only hydrogen gas is released along with the salt. Let us see example for this. This is sodium carbonate. This sodium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid and it forms sodium chloride. Along with this, carbonic acid is produced. Okay, this carbonic acid further it decomposes. Further it undergoes decomposition to form water and carbon dioxide. Here the salt, water and carbon dioxide, they are not formed in a single step. Okay, here this carbon, the salt, carbon dioxide, water formation takes place in two different steps. So see here, first sodium carbonate reacts with the hydrochloric acid. When sodium carbonate reacts with the hydrochloric acid, it forms sodium chloride along with this carbonic acid. This carbonic acid further undergoes decomposition, or it decomposes to form the water and carbon dioxide gas. See here release of carbon dioxide gas is tested by passing the gas released in this case, or the carbon dioxide gas released is passed through the clear lime water, or it is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is the clear lime water. It is known as lime water and it is clear. It looks like water. Okay. When carbon dioxide released is passed through the calcium hydroxide or clear lime water, the clear solution or clear calcium hydroxide turns into milky white. It turns into milky white. This milky white, okay, this milky white is nothing but it is calcium carbonate. Here calcium hydroxide is changed into calcium carbonate on passing the carbon dioxide gas. So release of carbon dioxide gas is tested by passing the released gas through the lime water, through the clear lime water. If the clear lime water changes into milky white, if it turns into milky white, then it indicates the presence of it indicates the release of carbon dioxide gas in the reaction. So whenever that clear lime water turns into milky white, okay, calcium hydroxide is changed into calcium carbonate. When excess of carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water, okay, what happens when excess of carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water? Actually, in lime water, initially on passing the carbon dioxide through this calcium hydroxide or lime water, all the calcium hydroxide molecules are converted into calcium carbonate. Okay, on passing excess of carbon dioxide through the lime water, okay, actually that excess carbon dioxide passed reacts with the calcium carbonate which is formed on passing the carbon dioxide. It changes into calcium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, the calcium carbonate formed changes into calcium hydrogen carbonate. So we should not pass excess carbon dioxide gas, because when this calcium carbonate it changes into calcium bicarbonate or calcium hydrogen carbonate, it becomes clear solution. This milky white milky white changes into clear solution. So it is difficult to identify whether the released gas is carbon dioxide or not. So we have to pass the limited volume of carbon dioxide. So see here one more example. Calcium carbonate, it reacts with hydrochloric acid. HCl is the chemical formula of hydrochloric acid. So here calcium chloride, carbon dioxide and water are formed. Okay, these are the three products. This is salt, this is carbon dioxide gas, this is water. Okay, so see here, if you see this reaction here, calcium will displace the hydrogen present in hydrochloric acid. So calcium will displace the hydrogen present in hydrochloric acid. On displacing this hydrogen, this calcium combines with these chlorine atoms and it forms the calcium chloride. Next, this remaining carbonate and hydrogen, they will combine and they will form this carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so this is an example for the double displacement reaction. Not double, just displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. But if you observe in the first chemical property, that is reaction between metal and acid, here salt and hydrogen gas is released. So see here, this zinc will replace the hydrogen present in the sulfuric acid. This zinc will replace, or it will displace this hydrogen which is present in the sulfuric acid. As a result, salt, that is zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is released. Again, these all reactions can be said to be displacement reactions. Said to be displacement reaction. Children, let us see this. When metal hydrogen carbonate or metal bicarbonate reacts with the acid, again the products formed will be same: salt, carbon dioxide gas, water. Okay, examples for this kind of reaction is, see here, this is sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. NaHCO3 is the chemical formula of sodium bicarbonate. When it reacts with the acid like hydrochloric acid, it forms salt like sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide gas is released. This is the, not sodium sulfate, sodium chloride. Okay, so this products will be same as we seen in case of metal, carbonate and acid. Okay, see, same kind of products are formed here, but the instead of metal carbonate, here we have taken metal hydrogen carbonate. Here one more example. This is sodium bicarbonate. It reacts with the sulfuric acid. Sodium bicarbonate, it reacts with the sulfuric acid and it forms sodium sulfate along with water and carbon dioxide gas is released. Okay, see here HCl is used. So here this sodium will displace this hydrogen and this sodium will combine with this chlorine. As a result, here chloride, sodium chloride is formed. What happens in case of this example? Here sulfuric acid is used. Acids are different, sulfuric acid is used. Okay, so this sodium will displace this hydrogen and it will combine with this sulfate. So here what happens? Sodium sulfate is formed. When hydrochloric acid reacts with the carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, metal chlorides are formed. Okay, but when this metal hydrogen carbonate or metal carbonates, they react with the sulfuric acid. Okay, metal sulfate. In this example, sodium sulfate is formed. If instead of this sulfuric acid, if nitric acid is involved, if nitric acid is involved in reaction with this metals hydrogen carbonate, then sodium nitrate is formed. Okay, like this, here the salt formed is depends on the type of acid used. That is, or different type of when different acids reacts with this metal hydrogen carbonates, different salts are formed. When metal hydrogen carbonates reacts with hydrochloric acid, metal chlorides are formed. Okay, this sodium is a metal. Here sodium chloride is formed. When this metal hydrogen carbonate, they reacts with this sulfuric acid. Okay, here metal sulfate is formed. Okay, metal sulfate is formed. This sodium is a metal. So in this example, sodium sulfate is formed. Okay, children, next we will see third property, reaction with base, or this property is also known as neutralization reaction. Okay, you will see here acid reacts with the base and it forms salt and water. Here acid reacts with base and forms salt and water. See here, this is hydrochloric acid. It reacts with the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is a base. Sodium hydroxide is a base. So it reacts with sodium hydroxide. Products formed are sodium chloride and water. So see here, this sodium will replace this hydrogen. This sodium will replace this hydrogen. So this sodium combines with this chlorine and it forms sodium chloride. And this hydrogen will combine with this OH. This hydrogen will combine with this OH and it will form water. Similarly, see here, next example, nitric acid. Here the acid used is hydrochloric acid. Here acid used is nitric acid. When nitric acid reacts with the sodium hydroxide, again it is a base, it is an acid. So here this sodium, again it will displace this hydrogen and this sodium will combine with this nitrate and it will form sodium nitrate. Along with this, water is formed. This OH and this hydrogen will combine and they will form water. Next one, see here, this is sulfuric acid. This is sulfuric acid when it reacts with sodium hydroxide. Again here this sodium metal will displace this hydrogen and this sodium metal will combine with this sulfate and it forms sodium sulfate, and this hydrogen and this OH will combine and they will form water. Okay, so children, see here, when acid used is hydrochloric acid, the salt formed will be sodium chloride. When acid used is nitric acid, the salt formed will be sodium nitrate. When the acid used is sulfuric acid, the salt formed will be sodium sulfate. Okay, here base, if we use sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide, it doesn't matter. The salt formed will be like this. Okay, so always salt formed will be metal chloride when HCl is used. Okay, salt formed will be metal nitrate when nitric acid is used. Salt formed will be sodium sulfate when sulfuric acid is used. So like this, we have to remember this general reaction whenever we are solving the chemical reactions and when we are going to write the chemical equations, we should notice whether the reactants are acids or bases, whether they are metal and base. Like this we have to see, and on that basis we have to predict what will be the products. Okay, so see here one more example for this. This is carbonic acid. Chemical formula of carbonic acid is H2CO3. When this carbonic acid reacts with the potassium hydroxide, it is also base. Potassium hydroxide. This potassium metal will displace this hydrogen. This potassium metal will displace this hydrogen, and this potassium metal will combine with this carbonate. This carbonate and potassium carbonate is formed. Here the metal is potassium, therefore here I am using potassium carbonate. Instead of potassium hydroxide, if we use sodium hydroxide, then we can write sodium carbonate. So this hydrogen will combine with this OH and water will form. So children, see here, this when acid reacts with the base. Okay, here acid reacts with base, and these acids are neutralized by the bases. Okay, whenever the acid and base reacts, okay, whenever acid and base reacts, they will react and they will neutralize. Acid will neutralize base and base will neutralize acid. As a result, salt and water are formed. Because of this reason, this acid base reaction, when acid base reacts, that kind of reaction is also known as neutralization reaction. Because in this case, acid will neutralize base and base will neutralize acid. That's why this kind of reaction, in which acid reacts with base to form salt and water, is also known as neutralization reaction. We will see last chemical property of this metal. Okay, here reaction with metal oxides. Okay, when acid reacts with the metal oxides, we'll see what are the products formed. Metal oxide reacts with acid to form salt and water. When metal oxides reacts with acid, they will form salt and water. Example, cupric oxide. Okay, cupric oxide is a metal oxide. It is a copper oxide. Okay, it is a cupric oxide is a oxide of copper metal. When it reacts with the hydrochloric acid, okay, when it reacts with hydrochloric acid, it forms copper chloride. It forms copper chloride. It is a salt. Copper chloride is a salt. Along with this, water is formed. Okay, see here, this cupric oxide is it is basic in nature. Okay, it is oxides, metal oxides are basic in nature. Here cupric oxide is also, it is basic in nature, and its color is, it is black colored. When it reacts with the hydrochloric acid, it forms copper chloride. It is a salt and its color will be green color. Along with this, water is released. So see here, this copper will displace this hydrogen. Copper will displace this hydrogen, and this oxygen, okay, this oxygen combines with this hydrogen and it will form water, and this copper will combine with this chlorine and it will form copper chloride salt. See more examples. This one, this is again, it is a cupric oxide. It is black in color, and these oxides, metal oxides, are basic in nature. Already I have told this. When it reacts with the sulfuric acid, here we have taken hydrochloric acid. Here we have taken sulfuric acid. I have taken sulfuric acid. So again here this copper will displace this hydrogen, and this copper will combine with sulfate and it forms the copper sulfate. Okay, and this oxygen will combine with this hydrogen and they will form water. Okay, this cupric oxide is black in color when it forms the copper sulfate salt. Okay, it is blue in color. Along with this formation of copper sulfate, this water is formed. We'll see one more example. Magnesium oxide is an metal oxide. When it reacts with hydrochloric acid, it forms magnesium chloride and water. See here, again this magnesium will displace this hydrogen, and this magnesium will combine with this chlorine atoms and it will form magnesium chloride along with water molecule. This oxygen combines with hydrogen and water molecule is formed. Children, remember that here all metallic oxides are basic in nature. When this metallic oxide, for example sodium oxide is an example for metallic oxide, when it reacts with water, it forms metal hydroxide. Again this metal hydroxide is a base. Okay, all metal oxides and metal hydroxides are bases. Okay, when they react with the acid, they will form salt and water. Okay, all metal oxides and hydroxides are bases. Okay, when these metal hydroxides and metal oxides and metal hydroxides, they react with the acid, the products formed will be salt and water. Children, see here, we will gather all these chemical properties in a single page. Let us see, this is acid. Okay, when this acid reacts with the metal, it forms salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, when acid reacts with metal, it forms salt and hydrogen gas is released. But when this acid reacts with metal carbonate, okay, here salt, carbon dioxide gas, water are formed. See here, when this acid reacts with metal hydrogen carbonate, it forms salt, carbon dioxide gas and water. But this when acid reacts with the base, this is neutralization reaction, and here salt and water are formed. Similarly, when acid reacts with metal oxides, okay, these metal oxides are basic in nature. They are basic in nature, therefore here also salt and water are the products. So this helps you to remember the products when acid reacts with metal carbonate, metal hydrogen carbonate, base, metal oxide. See here, in all the cases salt will be the common product. Okay, and water also common except this one when acid reacts with the metal. Okay, except this one in all the cases, that is when acid reacts with metal carbonate, metal hydrogen carbonate, base and metal oxide. Okay, salt and water are the common products, but only difference is release of gas. Okay, when acid reacts with the base and metal oxide, okay, there is no release of gas, only salt and water are formed. Okay, this metal oxide is basic in nature, so remember, if you remember this one, you can easily remember this one. Okay, so salt and water are the products, are the only two products formed when acid reacts with base and metal oxide. But here also you can easily remember that the common product salt is common in all the three cases, but the gas released is different. In case of metal, when acid reacts with metal, hydrogen gas is released. Okay, when acid reacts with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate. Remember, whenever the term comes carbonate, always carbon dioxide gas is released. Okay, remember this one. Whenever the carbonates are involved in the reaction, okay, the gas released will be carbon dioxide gas. Along with this, water is formed. So it like this, you have to remember the chemical properties of the acids. So it's easy to, if you know all these general reactions, general chemical equations, you can easily solve the chemical equations. Okay children, in next class we will see the chemical properties of bases.